Hey everyone, and welcome back to A3-2. Today we're continuing our weapons maintenance series, specifically talking about weapons maintenance on the AR-15. You're going to need a few things for this project. Your AP brush, chamber brush, caliber specific bore brush, 3 rifle cleaning rods, some Q-tips, caliber specific patches, cleaner, and once again we're using WD-40 as our cleaner, and a quality lubricant. Today we're using M-Pro 7. You'll also need a cleaning rag. Once again, I like to use ribbed t-shirts lying around. You don't need to go out and buy cleaning rags. All AR-15s come apart the same way, but I would suggest that you look at your manufacturer's manual that came with your rifle for disassembly. Go ahead and take care of that. Stick with us and we'll be right back. So we've disassembled our rifle and we've taken the bolt carrier group and broken it down into its main components. We're not going to disassemble it any further than this for the purposes of this video. Our bolt carrier group at this point consists of our bolt carrier, our bolt, our cam pin, firing pin, and our firing pin retaining pin. Also down below we have our charging handle. So these are basically the internals of our rifle. So to get started, we're going to take our AP brush. We're just going to spray a little WD-40 on there. And we're going to take our bolt carrier and we're going to give it a good scrub. Make sure you get that key. And the internals of that carrier. Once you scrub that with the AP brush, we're going to take our chamber brush, it's on a cleaning rod here, and give it a little bit of spray as well. We're going to get inside that bolt carrier. From there, we're going to stick with our chamber brush. Give it a little bit more WD-40. We're going to take our bolt. We're going to pay a lot of attention right now to the carbon that likes to build up on that bolt there. We're going to scrub all over, making sure we're getting all of that carbon built up off of that bolt. We're going to go back to our AP brush, make sure we get that bolt face. A lot of times you'll see the copper jacketing and things of that nature start to build up in there. Make sure all that brass and everything gets brushed out. And then we're going to brush the whole thing again with our AP brush. Take that cam pen, give it a good scrub as well. Take our chamber brush. Take the firing pin. Firing pin's always been something that really been an anomaly to me because nothing really sticks to this, and I've always wondered why don't they just make the whole rifle out of this. But in any case, I'm sure it has something to do with tolerances and things of that nature. And for all the trolls out there, I do know why they don't make the whole rifle out of it. And take that retaining pin, just give it a good once over there. Make sure there's nothing stuck to it. And that will about do it for our bolt carrier group. And we're going to take our charging handle and our AP brush and give it a good scrub, making sure that we get all that carbon off of it. And any kind of dirt or debris that may have built up in the charging handle there. And back to our chamber brush. So that's good. That's about all we're going to do as far as cleaning these items. Now we're going to wipe all of that cleaner, that WD-40, off of it. Take a Q-tip here. You can take a look down inside of there and see that dime that's at the end. Make sure it's nice and clean. Same thing on the other side. Take our bolt, same thing. Cam pen. Firing pin. and our firing pin retaining pin. Wipe down our charging handle. Make sure we get into all those little crevices. Now it's time to lubricate. We're going to take our bolt carrier. We're going to put a small drop right on the inside there. We're going to put 2 small drops on either side. We're going to take our finger, rub that all over there. Take 1 small drop, put that on our bolt. Another small drop on our cam pin. Small drop on our firing pin. And any excess you have left over on your finger, you can just put on that firing pin retaining pin. Put a couple of small drops on the charging handle. And put 1 drop inside that rail there. And now that is ready to go. Alright, next thing we're going to be doing is cleaning our upper receiver and our barrel. First thing we'll need is our AP brush, a little bit of WD-40. And we're going to start by cleaning the inside of that upper receiver. Just going to scrub all that carbon out of there. That's good. Next you'll need your chamber brush. Over WD-40 once again. And we're going to get in that chamber. You'll scrub that until it's clean. You can look in there and see whether or not you've gotten all of that carbon out of there. Next, you'll need to assemble your cleaning rods so that we can clean the bore. Take your caliber specific bore brush, and a little bit of WD-40. You're going to pull it through. And you're going to do that until it is clean. I typically run it through 10 times, and then I check it by looking down the chamber into the end of the barrel with a light source at the end of it, and you can see whether or not you've cleared all of the obstructions from there. Next, you're going to need your eyelet, and once again you're going to need your assembled cleaning rods and your patches. I'm going to put a patch folded into a triangle into that eyelet. And you're going to run it through there. As you can see, there's a little bit of carbon on that. So we're going to run another one through. And you're going to keep doing that until your patches come out clean. Once you have run your patches through there and you've gotten a clean barrel, you're going to go back and you're going to wipe all of that cleaner out of your upper receiver. Sometimes it's helpful to take one of those cleaning rods so that you can use it to get down, get that cleaning rag in there and get all that WD-40 out of there. Make sure you get in the chamber with your finger on the end of that cleaning rag as much as you can. And take a Q-tip and get into that chamber as well. Come in through the ejection port to clean down below. Until it's all gone. Give the barrel a good wipe. And we're going to take our lubricant. We're going to put a couple of drops in there. We're going to use our finger to spread it around. I'll put one more drop in the bottom there. Alright, finally we're going to clean our lower receiver. Typically your lower receiver doesn't require a whole lot of cleaning, but you want to make sure you look in there and see if any debris has fallen into the trigger housing group or anything like that. And it looks pretty clean. You also want to take that buffer spring out. You can tell that it's well oiled, but you can see that there's really no carbon buildup or anything on there, so we're not going to scrub that buffer spring assembly at all. We are going to take our AP brush and a little bit of WD-40. And we're going to scrub that trigger. As well as our magazine release and catch. We're going to put the weapon on semi. Pull the trigger. And we're going to follow that hammer all the way up. We don't want to let that just go forward and strike. We're going to clean that out a little bit. Give the magazine well a good scrub. Make sure it's free from any dust and dirt. I always give the outside just a nice once over, make sure that we're just keeping our equipment clean. Get those takedown pins at the face of that buffer spring. And we're just going to wipe it down. Use one of those cleaning rods. And a Q-tip to get down into that trigger housing. Remove any excess and get any carbon that may have still been trapped down there. That's pretty clean. Take our lubricant, put a couple of drops on all those moving parts you can see. I'm going to reset that. And put it back on safe. Alright, so that's down and dirty on cleaning your AR-15. Just as we recommended in our pistol video, you should clean your rifle every time you shoot, whether it's 1 round or 1,000. And if you come to any of our classes, we're going to recommend that there as well. If you can remove that factor of having a malfunction because your weapon was not properly cleaned and lubricated, then you're saving yourself the heartache of having to deal with that, whether it be on the range or whether it be in a real-world scenario. So with that, we'd ask that you would like and share our video. Please subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you out there.